Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. We've got an awesome video for you guys today. We took 3 of our vehicles to the track for testing and they all ran new bests. We took Bronchitis, our Project Bronco, here to the track, which you've seen in the 0 to 60 testing. We took it out to the drag strip and it did awesome. We also have Quicksand, which is our pump gas GT500 development car. It didn't quite go as fast as we want, but it did a new best, and we're gonna keep continuing to work on this project until it runs what we want, which is in fairly easy 9-second pass on a Toyo tire with no weight reduction and stock exhaust. And we also took Project Overkill out there, which is our blue GT500, which you guys have seen tons of on the channel. It ran a new best. We're still fighting some belt issues, which I think I have figured out. We'll be taking it to the track next weekend to hopefully run a few tenths quicker. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, guys, I don't know if you saw the last video, but we started on our X900S package, and I was honestly struggling quite a bit with the tune-up. We didn't even hit 800 rural horsepower. I spent a bunch of time here a couple days ago. It's now Monday. I'm doing much better with it. We're gonna see where we're at, see what kind of power it makes with the JLT and the throttle body, but here's the interesting part. What does it make without that? So we're gonna make the power with those parts and then remove them and see exactly what they're worth in that way instead of adding them. And then that way you can make up your decision. You want a more sleeper look with the stock airbox, stock throttle body, pretty much can't tell anything's going on at that point. Or you want that extra, I don't know how much, we're gonna find out. Anyway, let's do a pull on this setup, see what kind of power it makes. That was the power curve I was looking for, guys. Let me explain to you why I'm so happy about this graph. Obviously, you've seen crazy numbers on our dyno, but in this case, we're talking about a fully stock exhaust here, untouched. Catalytic converters, everything. We've got the ported blower, 2.7 clutch pulley, which I'm hoping to be the base version of this kit, and injectors. I did add the JLT and the throttle body, which we're going to take off in just a little bit to see what it makes. But why was it so difficult to get to these numbers? Well, with the ported blower and the pulley, we're running a fairly large amount of boost because we're trying to make high horsepower on 93, and it gets a little bit challenging, and I was out in left field a little bit with the tune. I'll show you the first pull that we made on this thing, and I haven't changed many parts. I did add the JLT and throttle body since then. But the blue line is just the ported blower and the pulley and the tune. And of course, I mean, we're talking about 100 horsepower. So there was all sorts of things going on here. It required some specific cam timing. It required a lot of fuel changes at the higher boost, which we hadn't done on 93. All those things come together for this 831. So to give you an idea, if you take this same exact car and do E85, fuel rails, and all those sorts of things, you're gonna make between right about there, 820 to 840 on a stock blower and stock pulley. So now you upgrade the blower and the pulley, but you can run 93 all the time and make the same exact power. And of course, we have enough injector with this to go ahead and put E85 in it, but this package is intended for the guys that don't want to run E85 and can't run E85. So we'll show you that, but I don't want to confuse things here. So what we're gonna do next is pull the JLT off only, put the stock airbox on and see what it makes, and then pull the throttle body off and see what it makes. So let's get started. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna be able to run the stock airbox with that throttle body because of the connection. All right, so new plan. We're gonna go ahead and put the stock throttle body back on with the JLT, and then take the JLT off. So we're gonna be testing them, but in a different order. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. Now this will tell us exactly what the throttle body's worth, and honestly, I'm really hoping that we can hit that 800 horsepower number without the throttle body or the JLT, and then of course you can add that stuff. So 830 is the JLT and throttle body worth 30 horsepower or more than that. So first we'll find out about the throttle body. That is a lot more than I expected. Very, very interesting. When we've done testing on the throttle body in the past at higher boost levels, it actually didn't seem as significant. We're talking about almost 40 horsepower here. I'm not believing it. Not believing it yet. We're gonna do a couple more pulls like this, and if we have to, we're gonna put the throttle body back on, because even though I'd love to sell you guys a bunch of throttle bodies that make 40 horsepower on 93, I'm not sure I believe it, so we're gonna keep testing. Made 800. Now, why am I so set on trying to make 800 without our throttle body? It's because it's a very expensive modification, and I want to make a low-cost package for you guys that want to make 800 plus on the stock blower, and it looks like we're there. 800 plus on 93 octane, of course. 807 and 614. Now that's still with the JLT, which certainly can become part of the 800 rural horsepower package. But next, we're going to take that off, see what kind of power it makes. At this power level, it's probably going to put us under 800, but we'll see. .787 and 606, again, you know, with a pump gas car as compared to an E85 car, it's going to be very temperature sensitive because we have to be way more careful with ignition advanced and timing retard as things get warm. So I'm not sure this one is, again, a very fair comparison. So we're gonna let it sit just a little bit and back that number up. As you can see, hot. The stock throttle body made 793, but when we pulled it off, it made 807, and this was a fairly cool pull. This is probably somewhere in between, so we'll do one more pull just to make it fair. I don't suspect we're going to be able to make 800 with the stock airbox, so I'm not even going to worry about putting the lid back on, but we will see what it makes fully full. Picked up another 4 horsepower with the cool down, which is what I was expecting. I was pretty sure, based on what we wound up, we weren't going to make 800, but 791, and that's SAE, of course, roughly 800. Again, let's look at the weather in here today. Pressure's pretty good, but it's almost 80 degrees and 61% humidity, which is very high. So there's no doubt in my mind that this would make 800 on a good day. But we're looking for an 800 rural horsepower setup on any day, and that looks like the JLT, the ported blower, the 2.7, and the injectors is going to be it. What we're going to do, based on all this information, is we're going to come up with probably 3 to 4 93 octane packages, starting with what the 791 package is, and working our way up, hopefully to close to 900 at the wheels, or more. Remember guys, this is a bone stock exhaust. So really the only modifications on this 791 hit are ID 1050X injectors, ported blower, and a 2.7-inch clutch pulley, and of course a replacement belt. So quite a package. We'll get all those up on the website soon and bring you more testing. One thing we're going to test really soon is our billet lid on this setup. We'll throw the JLT and the throttle body back on, get up to that 831 range. Then what we'll do is we'll throw the billet lid on and see exactly what that's worth. All right, first trip down the track with the tune and all this stuff done. I think it's the world's fastest Bronco right now, though. But as far as we know, so I'm going to claim it, this is the world's fastest Bronco in the world. Seriously, I think it is. Hopefully we can get a 13-second out of it. And I am probably dumb enough to put nitrous on this thing next, so maybe we'll go 12s. That was a 14.1 at 92 miles an hour, a 192 60 foot. Here's an interesting fact. If you watched our video on 0 to 60 hits, I went as quick as a 530 something, and this was a 549, and I believe it's only because of the track being so sticky and the extra resistance of the, you know, the truck sticking to the track. So I'm gonna try it again and see what we get. I'm really hoping for a 13. I'm not sure if the weather's quite good enough for that. And we'll go from there. I think the stickiness of the track is really hurting this particular combo. That was only a 5.6 0 to 60. Remember, I went 5.38, I think. So right there, you're talking 2/10. So if I can get it to not, if I can get it to 0 to 60 the same as it was on the street, we'll be right there at that 13.9. But I'm super happy at 14.1 with a Bronco. So I'm happy, but we're gonna keep trying. Great 60 foot too, you see that? All right guys, here we go. That first hit, when I spun, I broke the belt and I didn't realize it. It's a little hard to know if you broke the belt or not on this deal, obviously. Well, this is the not fun part of drag racing. As I was driving back, I saw a bunch of smoke pouring out. If you can see there on the water pump pulley, the belt is wrapped around the water pump in a way that created a lot of smoke really fast. So luckily I saw it. Anyway, I'll take it off. All right, guys, best of the day so far is a 14.1. Broke the belt of my GT500. Well, Jeremy's changing that. I'm going to try it one more time. Don't really expect to go any quicker though. It's a little warm out now. The big issue we're having is the tires sticking to the track. I need less grip. You're slowing me down. From this thing that made me go a 13. Maybe we should take the hood off. Time to make it faster, but that felt pretty good. It was a 1.3 some, it shifted. It had one little weird hiccup on the shift, but I got a log, so that's good. We're gonna go up for one more hit. Went a 14.05. That was on map 4. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on map 5. I'm not sure it's gonna go any quicker, but I'm gonna try it. And then we'll see what we get. It's very hot outside. I'm sure if this was a cool day, it would be in the 13s, but we'll get there eventually. But maybe we'll get there right now. So let's see what happens. Be kidding me! 14.001. Oh. All right, we'll try one more. Damn. Mile an hour. 60 foot's off. We gotta work on that.
14.001?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Come on back up here. new best, so I can't complain. Not what I want, but it never is. That's just how this game works. Broke again. Damn. Well, I smell belt, I think. Let me pull over and check it. I believe we're just at the limit of the 8 rib. That's really what it comes down to. That's what it was. Boy, that belt's hot. Woo, baby. Woo! I've never been so excited in my life to run a 13. That's hilarious. Woo! All right. I've never been more happy to run a 13-second pass in my life. Except for my very first pass down the drag strip. Actually, was my 2000 Mustang GT, and I went like a 13.8 with a bunch of mods and a tune. 13.99 at 92 miles an hour, and that wasn't my best 60. The best 60 foot was 189. So we're right there.
13-second Bronco, man.
First in the 13s, and nobody can ever say they were the first Bronco on the 13s except us. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the day. All 3 cars got a new best. 879 on the blue car, way slower than I was hoping for. It looks like we're at the limit of the 8 rib belt, so I'm gonna call Dustin as soon as I get home and not hang up with him until he ships my 10 rib. And then we've got the Bronco, the first 13-second Bronco in the world. And then the gray car, we were hoping for a 9-second pass today, 10.0. If we would have had our best 60 foot with the best pass, it definitely would have went 9s. We have some 60 foot stuff to work out. If you guys didn't know it, the 21s are different than the 20s. I think most of the people you've seen go fast so far, especially to the 60 foot, have been 20s. And I believe it's related to the year. There's some changes. I'm on the right track, I believe. We'll update you guys on that, especially if you have a 21 or a 22. That's going to be important. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, like it, and we'll see you on the next one.